This week on Carolina All Out.
Well, we're here at DeWitt's Sport Complex doing a driven pheasant shoot. I like it, and I like my attire. Ring necks and neckties.
This is Carolina All Out.
This week, the All Out crew is headed to Richmond County and DeWitt's Outdoor Sports Complex, where they're meeting up with John Wiles of Best Wing Shooting for a simulated driven pheasant hunt. With the refinement of the double-barreled shotgun in the 1800s, driven shooting became extremely popular among royalty and the elite. Shoots became more organized, and large affairs with fine meals and the latest in hunting attire and fashion were all part of the scene. Today, these events are still held in a traditional sense, but it can be enjoyed by those other than royal blood. Enter John Wiles and his company Best Wing Shooting. For over 30 years, John has been taking hunters on adventures across the world to some of the finest hunting destinations available. John's extensive experience with driven shooting has inspired him to try to mimic the experience here in the United States, complete with the historical regalia and traditions from a bygone era, and has invited Chris to be a part of all the pomp and circumstance.
We're here at DeWitt's Sport Complex doing a driven pheasant shoot. Obviously, you see I'm in attire that I don't usually wear, probably never wear, and maybe might never wear again. But anyway, we're out here doing it in a traditional style, as you can see others who are here shooting right now. And this is a traditional driven hunt like you would do in Europe. And so, as you can see, we have an open field mixed with trees. We have pins and pegs that people will go stand by. Birds will be flying over and released. So we've got some ladies here today. We've got some gentlemen here, all from all over the United States, coming here to North Carolina to do this, which is very, very cool in my opinion.
Coming.
There you go, good shooting. Very nice. Coming to you, ready? Ah, very nice. Oh. I'm gonna go get him. Right here, right here. Go for it. Very nice. Typical in the bird world, where the male is much more colorful and the female is more drab and camouflage, and those are very functional things that they have, because the hens need to be able to hide when they're nesting eggs, laying eggs, and these guys need to compete, so they need to be colorful and just a beautiful, beautiful bird, the ringneck pheasant. This is really cool, being able to hang out and see all this going down. I'm gonna shoot a little bit later on. Might be a back gun to catch some of the birds that are being missed and getting through this ring of death here that we have going on right there. Oh yeah. Back in. Right of your head. High, good one.
Here you go, Hope. Here you go, Dennis.
Back up. Coming in.
Don't go away. More traditional wing shooting to come after these messages. Carolina All Out is brought to you by AgriSupply. It's what's inside. Carolina Cooker Cast Iron Cookware. Tools, Cooks, Legends. The North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Go hunt, go fish, go wild. Montgomery Community College. Blaze your trail. And by North Carolina Farm Bureau. Helping you is what we do best. Don't go away. There's more Carolina All Out coming up. The pheasants have been flying, and the shooters have assembled for 11ses, a traditional break from the action always served at 11 a.m. Now that the 11ses break is over, it's back to the work at hand.
Well, you can see the trailer coming back down the hill there, and they've dropped everybody off, so a little change of scenery here. And they switch it up. It just kind of keeps things going, different position of the sun during that time, and that all kind of makes sense to keep things different. The birds might fly in a different direction they did the other day, so that's fantastic. So we'll just sit here and wait for the horn to blow, and when it does, here comes the birds. Right here, right here. Ooh, right in the swamp. Uno. Very interesting. I like it, and I like my attire. He's out. Oh.
Here.
Sorry, John.
Right in the trailer.
That's one coming straight at it. Any better? I shot right over top of his head the first time. So you got him coming straight at you. You know, it's a little bit different shooting there, but enjoyed that one. Got another one coming out. Your dog it's a lab, so I guess. Oh yeah, that's a good one there.
Oh. Drop.
Yeah, he's connected on that one. Yeah. Ooh, there he is. There we go. There you go. Good one. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. You got it. Duck hunting. Only thing I know to say about that one, I hate to put them in the water, but they got dogs to get them, so we'll get that one out. It's okay to be a backup gun. Good job working. There you go. Good job. Good job. I'm back standing right now just because the birds are getting out past the shooters. And so I'm just kind of picking up some ones that are making it through. So I'm kind of duck hunting because I just put one in the water right here, put one in the swamp. But I did load one in the trailer just a moment ago. So it was a lot of fun though. This is awesome. This is really good. Duck hunting. Can't seem to keep them out of the pond, but that's the way they fly, so we'll take it. Glad we got a dog to go get him, because I don't feel like getting him. No, I would in my tie. I would go get this bird, honestly. I think I would.
More traditional wing shooting to come after these messages. Carolina All Out is brought to you by Farms and Land Realty. Selling land is what we do. Creek Boats, the ultimate in small boating. High and Dry, work hard, play hard, stay dry. The Dixie Deer Classic, the South's premier sportsman's event. OPTIMA Batteries, the ultimate power source. And by Thorn Broadheads, the world's most accurate broadhead. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Carolina All Out.
I hear a rooster.
Come this way.
That is the way you're supposed to shoot a pheasant.
John Wiles of Best Wing Shooting is hosting a simulated traditional driven pheasant shoot held at DeWitt Sports Complex in Richmond County, and Chris is along for the ride.
Why I couldn't hit that bird, I have no idea. Oh, good shot. All these guys have over and unders or side by sides. They got 2 shots. So once they come over and a guy close to me has got 2 shots and the bird's flying, it's fair game. And so it's awful lot of fun. Now I'm not shooting well, but still in the game. There's one coming up. And now I'm back in the game. And, you know, took 2 shots, but I'm kind of learning the gun a little bit. After I've had this thing for 3 or 4 years, I do enjoy shooting the old brown. You know. Just feels right, right? So we are here with John Wiles from Best Wing Shooting, and John has put this all together with the help of DeWitt's. And so John, tell us a little bit about what we're trying to achieve here.
Well, Chris, I have been very fortunate to have shot driven pheasants in foreign countries. And driven shooting is a form of pheasant shooting where you stand still and people drive the pheasants. They come out of the woods and fly over you.
Right.
So it's very different than American hunting, where you generally have a dog, goes on point, you flush the birds, and the birds are going away. In driven shooting, the birds are all coming over the line of guns. Mm-hmm. And you shoot some pheasants. They have what they call a drive, which they'll move the pheasants over the guns, and then they'll stop, and the line will move to some other place, and they'll drive more pheasants over the guns. Well, that's very hard to achieve here in the U.S., but what we can achieve is we can create basically the scenario that you would have when you were in Europe, which is you're in a line with other guns, birds are coming over the trees, you get to shoot at them, but it's just a relaxed and refined and enjoyable way to hunt.
Well, it's quite the experience for me. We're going to get back out there and try to take a few more pheasants down before the day is through. I'm excited.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, I'm looking forward to watching you.
That's kind of the way you shoot, I guess, as a back gun. Oh, come in here. Coming straight up. Now I got a piece of that bird, and I'm sure, yeah, it's gonna go down. So I got a piece of that bird there.
More fast-flying action coming up after the break. Carolina All Out is brought to you by Browning Trail Cameras, Central Carolina Kayak Fishing, Bear Creek Arsenal, Hunterbuilt Customs, and by CWW Inshore Charters. From the mountains to the coast, there's more Carolina All Out to come.
Welcome back to Appetite for the Outdoors. I'm Chef Chad McIntyre, and today we're going to be doing a pheasant dish. And so we're going to do a lemon and rosemary roasted dish with it. Like always, it's a nice, easy dish, but it brings out a lot of the flavor in the animal that we took. We're going to get started by putting a little bit of olive oil into our Carolina cooker 8-quart enamel pot and get it up to about a medium heat. So we're going to season our pheasant. Our pheasant was brined for about 6 to 8 hours in a very simple brine recipe. The brine is also going to help keep the bird moist and not dry out whenever we put it into the oven. And we're going to season it with salt and pepper. While this oil has gotten fairly hot in our pot right here, we're going to go ahead and put them breast side down to go ahead and get a little sear mark on them. We're going to give them about 2 minutes on each side to go ahead and get them a nice sear and dark color on here. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and cut the heat off. We're going to position these with the breast side up. We're going to put in half of a white onion, rough chopped. We're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of garlic, the juice of 1 whole lemon and the lemon itself. And then we're going to lay some whole rosemary across the top of this. Now this is really going to get the flavor kind of imparted on here, because when we put it in the oven, we're actually going to leave the lid on it. And we're going to bake it for about 30 minutes. You want the internal temperature to be about 165, 170 before you serve it. All right, we went ahead and took it out of the oven here. Now we're going to let this rest for a couple minutes before we cut into it, and that'll allow the juices to kind of settle out. But this is a fantastic way to present this bird. As always, it's great to take wild game out in the field, but it's even better when you can incorporate it into a dish.
Fantastic day of shooting is winding down, and even though Chris's A5 has strayed from the traditional side-by-side shotgun, he's enjoyed dressing up in a tie and cap and experiencing a small snapshot of the 200-year-old plus tradition.
And that was just a flyby bird that came and missed those guys. There you go, good shot. This is a hen, pheasant. It's pretty. The hens are typically flying a lot faster and a lot higher. So that's a much more of a formidable target to shoot. They seem to do it more than the males do, the roosters. Of course, the roosters are much prettier, and the classic pheasant that we all like to see, ringneck pheasant, beautiful. The iridescent colors on those guys are just awesome. And this just has such a nice feel to it. I'm watching these guys, it's so cool to watch these guys line up, see the bird, follow through, shoot. It's very, very cool. It's happening right here in North Carolina. It's a bit of Europe happening in North Carolina. Oh, whew, gosh, I missed that bird completely. Just coming straight at me. I'll use the sun as my excuse. You know, a really well executed wing shot is so beautiful, and all things came together. The bird's trajectory, your swing of the gun, you know, you beat yourself up when a bird comes over and you're shooting under them or over them. You know, I'm shooting a modified chuck. I probably should be shooting it improved. So that's really making me have to get down on the gun and shoot properly. But it's a challenge that I like, and it seems like everyone is getting some shooting in, and this is really good. Pretty awesome. Well, Devin, I think, as far as I can see, it was a pretty good shoot today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They definitely killed a lot of birds.
They did. They did. Now, this isn't the only thing that's offered here at DeWitt's, correct?
No, sir. So, as a whole, DeWitt's Outdoor Sports offers a hunting preserve side, which is the side that we focused on today. In addition to this, we offer mallard duck hunts, the ringneck pheasants, quail, and chucker. We've got a sporting clays course that is a 14-station course offering 42 different target presentations.
Wow. 2
5-stands, which are great for corporate groups that don't want to split up, that are trying to stay together. A rifle range that goes out to 200 yards, and a pistol range, along with a dining facility that'll comfortably fit 50 people. A lot of outdoor space, so yes, sir.
There's a lot going on here at DeWitt's Outdoor Sports, and you need to give them a try. Right here in North Carolina, folks, you just can't beat what we have to offer in our state right now. If you want to come out and do this thing, you need to give Devin a call. Number and the website's at the bottom of the screen. I'm Chris Douglas signing off for Carolina All Out, and remember, our state is your next adventure. Awesome.
Daisy.